And Lazarus leads the Storm out, 8 wins and 5 losses in 99. They started round 15 in 4th spot on 18 points. They are coming off 2 losses to the Dragons and the Raiders, but never lost 3 in a row. They've scored the most points in the comp, averaging 28 points a match. They have one of the best defensive records as well. 3 players backing up from the Origin: Robbie Ross, Matt Geyer, and also Rodney Howe. The coach is Chris Anderson. A big night for Chris in more ways than one, because his young son Ben is wearing the number 6 jersey, vacated by Scott Hill. And listen to the roar of the crowd as Butterfield leads the Knights out onto Marathon Stadium in Newcastle. 7 wins, 5 losses and a draw in 99. They started the round in 7th spot on 17 points. They are coming off a bye. Prior to that, they beat the Sharks 26-18 here at Marathon, which was a fine send-off, a tribute to their retired captain, Paul Harrigan. And they have 3 players backing up from Origin 2, Andrew Johns, Adam McDougall, and also Robbie O'Davis. That has been a remarkable recovery from O'Davis. He was well and truly out after injuring himself in the Origin, but he passed a fitness test only a few hours ago, I'm told. So he is in there. The referee is Bill Harrigan, and we are underway, round 15, and it's a first touch of the ball for Robbie O'Davis, and he offloads immediately. Cutting back on the inside, Mark Hughes, his 50th first-grade game today, so a bit of a milestone for Hughes. McDougall got the pass away to Medeiros, a chance here for the Knights. Medeiros got it back on the outside to Mark Hughes. That's great play down the short side, and the Knights are in for the opening try. They lead by 4 points to 0.
Oh, that is just great football, isn't it? Just keeping everybody alive around the ruck area. And you'll find is one of the Melbourne players was down to Siri Lang, which is the winger.
They're down by 4, the Storm, but right on attack. Final tackle coming up. The little grubber kick for Robbie Ross. The race is on. Who's won the race? Harrigan's got to go to the video referee.
I'll tell you what, Robbie Ross has got up there.
Grounding of the ball.
Robbie Ross has come up there very confident. You've seen the referee said he wants to make sure that he actually grounds the ball, but Robbie Ross got up and just said, mate, don't worry about that. I've scored this try. The big fella Steve Kearney, does he get it up? Wow. It'll be interesting to see, though, did Matthew Johns touch the ball before Robbie Ross did? In that situation there, has Matthew touched the ball? And if he has, that will be a try.
No try. They've ruled that he's dropped the ball. Fletcher is also on there in 17. So Warren Ryan making some changes from the interchange bench. Wide ball. McDougall cutting back in. McDougall for the corner. Can he get it down? The crowd says yes. What does the touch judge say? It's a try. Adam McDougall, sheer strength.
Oh, what can you say about the football the Newcastle Knights are playing? Absolutely sensational stuff.
Martin waits for the dummy half. Kamali, the playmaker. Nikau. Dummies. Tawara Nikau. About 5 metres out. Desperate defence by the Knights. Kamali, they go wide. Geyer. Geyer for the line. Geyer over the line. Did he get it down?
We're going again. I think he's got it down.
Well, Harrigan has some doubt about whether or not Guy got it down. They've been over the line twice now. Will they get the green light this time?
Well, you just got to take a hand off to the Newcastle's defence, don't you? They come in at the right time there. And does he get this ball down? Andrew Johns is there. That is a try. That will be a try. And even when they roll him over, he manages to get the ball down. You can see Harrigan at the back there looking. He's already said to the video referee, I think he's got it down. Let you confirm it.
This one will tell the story. It's down. There it is.
That all comes from the Tawera break.
Try time to the Melbourne Storm, so they've hit back.
Oh, just thinking, where do you kick the ball to? Great returners of the football, the whole back 3 of them, including Robbie Ross.
So Marquette back out there now for Kearney, and this is Marquette now. They've got numbers. Bowden, he's cut back on the inside with 3 men unmarked on the far side. He's had a brain explosion. Now it's Kamali. Kamali dummy his way through. Kamali got it back to Swain. On to Martin. What a try for the Melbourne Storm. They butchered one, and now they've laid on a beauty.
That is some of the best football you will see. The interchange of passes, people running into holes, people backing them up. Unbelievable. Marquette is the man who makes the initial bust and picks up the fellow man, Borden.
Geyer. Kamali. He goes to the air. Robbie Ross charging down on Robbie O'Davis. Ross got there first. Knockback. It's play on! Here's a try coming up for Marcus Bai. He'll go across untouched. The Melbourne Storm. Well, they're blitzing them at the moment. 30th minute. 3 tries now.
Oh, what football. Matt Guy wasn't too sure where the ball was going to go. Then he picks up the little man in Kamali. And then Robbie Ross races through, jumps up above the pack, knocks it back down. Matt Guy did magnificently coming from the right-hand side of the field. And then it was just catch and pass, and Marcus Bai goes for another 4-pointer for Melbourne.
Well, they always say a good kick deserves a good chase, and that was a great chase, especially by Robbie Ross. Very smart thinking as well, knocking the ball back, well backed up by Matt Guy, and able to go for a great try for the Melbourne Storm.
Final tackle coming up as O'Brien plays it. They go the short side. Rudder kicking on the inside. Chance here if they can keep it on the toe. Who's going to win the race? Rudder. By Rudder. Rudder's going to get there. They ran it on the last and they've come up trumps. They backed themselves and they've got the reward. 16 points to 12. A timely try too just before the break. Well, it was the back rowers, in particular Sean Rudder. Andrew Johns. The crowd really getting behind the Newcastle Knights. Their top crowd for the year tonight. And here's a penalty.
2 in a row, 1 there, 1 here.
Tonight, 25,793, the highest for the season here at the Marathon.
And the fans, they're pretty happy, even though they're down by 4.
Well, he raises the flags. They're still on a bit of a roll, though, the Newcastle Knights. 11 out from their own line, from the opposition line. Matthew Johns. Back to Hughes, who throws a dummy. Try-saving tackle there from Robbie Ross. The penalty.
Everyone was here, there, and I'm back there.
Yeah, you'd be talking to, you'd be in his ear all day.
Someone had to tell me how to do the game as they even up now at 16 all the Newcastle side.
Yeah, the flags are up. Brett Kenny, signs of the first half here that Newcastle just getting the ascendancy. Melbourne just a little bit of a rut at the moment. There's Borden, though, trying to do something about it. The inside pass will go to Kamali. Was that forward?
That's play on.
Play on! Robbie Ross! Has he got the pace to get away from McDougall? What a try saver!
He should have passed it to Richard Swain. They've got to go to the right-hand side.
Somehow, the Storm didn't pick up. It's been touched. They've got another set of 6 here, the Storm. No need to panic. This is Anderson. 0 tackle. Swain at dummy half. They're 5 metres out. The Newcastle Knights are back on the defensive line, though. And now it's Kearney offloading. Borden, he throws the dummy, puts the head down, fires it out to Kamali. And Anderson. Anderson, wrapped up ball and all by Rudder. Still 5 metres out. 16 all at Marathon. A cracker of a game here. From one end of the field to the other. Now it's Rodney Howe. And Swain from dummy half. He's over the line. He's held up, though. We'll come back for a scrum on the 10-metre mark. Andrew Johns holding it. They go wide. Albert for the line, and he's got the ball down. And that's the first try of the second half. It goes to the Newcastle Knights, and they're back in front, the Knights. The crowd on their feet here. 20 points to 16, 58th minute.
Well, if you control the football, you are going to win this game of football. But Andrew Johns, beautiful. Look at that long ball. Marked at no man's land. And, of course, Bai was just too deep to come up with the tackle.
Medeiros to Peter Shields. Shields always looking to free the ball like he did on that occasion. Medeiros stepping, looking for support. Back it goes now to Butterfield. Butterfield stops. Back to Andrew Johns. Johns getting very close. What a try! He's all class, Andrew Johns. There was nothing on there. He thought, I'll have a crack at them, and he comes up with 4 points under the black dot. Kick to come.
Well, as you can hear, the crowd have just gone absolutely berserk here. They go forward here with Peter Shields. He actually sets it all up, gets the ball out. That's what Melbourne's not doing, not locking the ball up. This allowed them to promote the ball. Robbie Ross, he gets caught up in a tackle here. Butterfield goes where he goes, well, I don't know what to do with it. Here, you run with it, Andrew Johns, go straight to the middle. And then Robbie Ross tried to come up with another tackle, Andrew Johns, but missed him.
Well, this is a great ball by Peter Shields. Everyone thought he was taken, and that was he was held, but it got the ball away, and it was just a case of backing up them, which Newcastle do very well. And of course, Andrew Johns receives the ball. Robbie Ross tried to come up with the big hit. Andrew Johns just bounced away.
Kamali, cross to Anderson. Ross, the inside pass, it didn't work. It was well read by Matthew Johns. Bowden stopped in his tracks there. Got it back to Kamali. Nikau bounced out of one tackle, starts again. Nikau for the line. Getting very close. If he can get this down, it's a try. What a try. Inspirational stuff. He's a stand-in skipper with Glenn Lazarus on the sideline receiving treatment. Backed himself. Sheer determination. They are back in it now, the Melbourne Storm. Newcastle 26, Melbourne 20. The Johns boys, they've kicked 22 field goals between them in their career. Andrew 13, Matthew 9. And it goes back now to Andrew. Nobody in front of him. It's there. The field goal is successful. 7 points the difference now. Isn't he happy? About 27 metres out from the line. A couple of tackles remaining in this set. Looking to finish with a consolation try or a bit of a flourish, and it's good work from Geyer and also Kamali. Two of their best tonight, the Melbourne Storm. Geyer for the line, under the black dot. Kick to come, but they're going to be beaten by the clock, the Melbourne Storm. The one-pointer from Andrew Johns will be the difference. 40 minutes up on the clock. Kick to come from right in front. From right in front. He raises the flag, so 27 to 26. What a match. Gary Freeman.
It's a great game of footy. See Andrew Johns there.